Brought to you by Mississippi Mud, the newest addition to Cockaball Breweries. Dr. Hungbo Women's Center, catliquor.com. Drew Brees, Elvis Andrews, Texas Rangers, and State. The hat's still there. The Bo Kennedy Show.
That's a good intro, Nick. That's a great Johnny Mars. He played for the Smiths back in the 80s, who were a very popular band, probably before you were born. And I think you probably remember one of their singer, Marcy. He's still kicking. But anyway, tonight we're going to talk about our Sweet 16 tournament. We're going to give you our predictions. I want you to get your wallets out. If you listen to what I say,
if there's anything left in them,
you're going to make a lot of money.
Alright.
We're going to start at the top, because this is very important. A lot of people, this is a big conversation right now. Kentucky, who is undefeated, 35, 36 and 0, versus West Virginia. There's been some analysts that gets paid a lot of money to analyze games and talk about them and everything. But there's been, some of them have said that West Virginia is going to be the team to knock off Kentucky. I watched West Virginia play, 3 or 4 times this year.
I watched Texas beat them by 20. Texas.
And
beat them by
Texas
20.
beat them, West Virginia by 20. But it's possible. So, Nick, what do you think?
Kentucky.
All right,
I have to think about that one.
Kentucky. I don't think Bob Huggins and his sweater and his hair slicked back, I don't think they can. I just don't see West Virginia beating Kentucky. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it. If the Longhorns can beat them by 20, Kentucky can beat them by 40.
Yeah.
We'll see. But we both take Kentucky on that one. And the next game in that bracket, I want to talk about it last. Let's go down to the next bracket. The Wisconsin bracket, where they were the number 1 seed. Wisconsin and North Carolina. That's going to be a good one. These games are getting down to the point where every game is a great game. North Carolina's on fire right now. But, get your wallet out. I don't think they're going to beat Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin will move on. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, I got Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin's just a overall better team.
Wisconsin is a good team. Wisconsin's a big threat to Kentucky if they meet. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. With how
They're a
big
big
they are,
threat.
with how big we looked at everybody's height.
Yeah, they're
The other
tall.
night,
They can shoot. They're disciplined. They play.
Very big.
They play good ball. Here's another good one. Xavier and Arizona.
I think it's a blowout. Arizona.
No. I picked Arizona to win the game, but I hope Xavier beats them.
I don't. Arizona's in my Final Four, so we'll get to that later.
I picked Arizona to win, but I hope Xavier beats them. Let's go over to the other side of the bracket. North Carolina State and Louisville, Nick. What do you think about that?
Well, I had neither one of them there. With the way Louisville shot in that last game, if they do that again, I'd take Louisville. I think they'll win it. I don't know.
I take Louisville too. I took Louisville all the way to the Elite Eight. I expect them to win this game and be in the Elite Eight. What do you think about that?
Yeah. They're not going to go past the Elite Eight, though.
They're not?
What's the next game?
Oklahoma and Michigan State. I know what you like.
Michigan State's going to the Final Four, so with that being said, they beat Oklahoma. And then they'll beat Louisville. We'll talk about that in a second.
I will agree on you with that. I'll take Michigan State in that game. I'll write it down if I have a pencil. Duke and Utah.
I actually picked that perfectly. I had Duke and Utah. I want Utah to win, but I picked Duke, but I'm going to be cheering for Utah. So many people have
I'm just
Duke.
like you. I'm cheering for Utah, but I think Duke will win. You with me on that?
Yeah.
UCLA, Gonzaga.
I don't know. I didn't have that pick, so I have no idea. I guess I'll go with Gonzaga.
I haven't even written one in on that, but I'll take Gonzaga. So we agree on this. Our Elite Eight is Louisville, right?
Yeah.
Michigan State,
Yeah.
Duke,
Yes.
Gonzaga,
Yeah.
Kentucky,
Definitely. Uh-oh.
Wisconsin, Arizona.
Yeah. And now we got to get to the big one.
This is what we got to talk about. Wichita State and Notre Dame. I love Wichita State.
I picked Notre Dame to win it on my brackets, but I'm cheering for Wichita State big time. Yeah, I think they can do it.
Same here. I did the same thing. I'm rooting for Wichita State. I would love for Wichita State to have a chance to do to Kentucky what Kentucky did to them last year.
That would be beautiful. If Wichita State did that to Kentucky, that would be
a story.
that'd be huge. That would be huge.
I heard today Alabama is pursuing Wichita State coach.
Alabama
Greg Marshall.
Alabama will not get Greg Marshall.
I don't think he'll leave. But I would give, God, I would give anything if Wichita State could beat Notre Dame. But I'm like you, I picked Notre Dame to win.
I think the only way Greg Marshall ever leaves is if it's a ton of money. He's like in the top 15 or so paid coaches. But if like North Carolina or Kentucky or one of those teams went after him, then I'd be a little worried. But no, Bama's not going to get him.
Alabama got a lot of money.
Yeah, but you think Alabama, you think football, you don't think
What I
basketball.
saw on ESPN, they're offering $3 million a year.
Wichita State will beat that. Especially if they knock off Kentucky this
No,
year.
for $1 million, he'll stay at Wichita.
He's making more than 3, I think. Or right at 3.
But that's the big game, and damn, I picked Notre Dame.
I did too. So that leads us up. Now, what's your final four? Because we got to keep it pushing.
All right, but I wish Wichita could beat them. All right, the final four. I got Kentucky over Notre Dame, and I got Wisconsin over Arizona. What do you think about that?
I agree. I got Kentucky over Notre Dame. I want it to be Kentucky and Wichita State. I don't think anybody beats Kentucky, so yeah. And I have Arizona over Wisconsin.
Same as me.
You have Wisconsin over Arizona, though.
Oh, you got Arizona beat Wisconsin?
Yeah.
What would make you do that?
I don't know. Arizona's won like every game they played the past like 2 weeks been like complete blowouts. So I went with them.
You sure?
Yeah. Oh, it's all submitted already. I
Okay.
can't turn back.
I got Louisville. No, I don't have them. It's all scratched out on my. I got Louisville and Gonzaga in the Final Four.
I got Michigan State. Obviously, it's in my brackets anyways.
I know you do.
Against. I'm gonna pray this doesn't happen, but I'm gonna just go with my gut. Let's say Michigan State versus Duke. So, there's that. And we'll talk about our championship next week.
Yeah, I got Gonzaga beating Duke.
I'll cheer for them, but
Well, I got Gonzaga, Louisville, Kentucky, Wisconsin.
we agree on Kentucky. That's it.
That's the only one we agree on? Yeah, you got Arizona and you got who?
Duke and Michigan State.
Ah.
So, here we go. It's a big week.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
He still has that hat right there.
I hope you listened to what we said, because what I say is pretty much what you need to put your money on.
I think we're going to find out what that hat's doing there on our
What
next
hat
show.
are you talking
And the
about?
Final Four. That's right there next to your hands.
The hat by the Bengay? Greatness, man.
The Bo Kennedy Show! Brought to you by Mississippi Mud, the newest addition to Cock and Ball Breweries. Dr. Hungbo Women's Center, catliquor.com. Drew Brees, Elvis Andrews, the Rangers, the hat, the Bo Kennedy Show!
My best songs ever.